welcome back. If you're new, welcome to. And this is Book Talk Tuesday, and we are going to be talking about the books I have on my list for another Summerween read-a-thon, which is hosted by Challenge Read-a-thon, hosted by Carly at the Pastel Bookshelf. Yeah, so I have a list of books. So she has a bingo card that you can do. I will list her video down below, and she can explain it all, because I'm terrible at explaining it all. But anyway, there is it's 9 prompts, bingo sections. I have a little side note, a little straw topper. It's a shark, a big Shark Week fan. Yeah, it's just water. Anyway, there is 9 prompts. So there's like 3 of them that's up in the air. So I have the book I'm going to read. I don't want to say this. The first priority that I'm going to read for the 5 sections, 5 squares. But yeah. And then there's like a read outside, a free space, read until midnight, and make a spooky treat. So, but the others are pastel cover, carnival or fair theme, haunted house theme, summer setting, summer slasher. I got a lot more possibilities on the summer slasher I found, and the carnival or fair. But I found some for each section. Sorry, can't talk. It's kind of hot here. It's like really hot today. Not super hot. My super hot is like 110 plus. Really hot is over. It's hot. I think it's supposed to be 104, 105 today. Hope not. But tomorrow it says it's going to be 107. That's getting close to the super hot. But anyway, we're really hot. It's hot. Sorry, I'm rattling on about the heat, but it's had a little bit of humidity, which we don't normally get here. But I live in an agricultural area, so there's rice fields not close by, but down the road. It increases the humidity. Anywho, so first of all, I finished Gabby Reed's read-a-thon. Hers was a week, so Carly's is going to be for a month. It started yesterday, the 13th, and it's through August 13th, which gives me more time to read some more books. I think I got through 2 books for Gabby Reed's because hers was a week, but this was on the Gabby Reed's list, and I'm reading it because I have to take it back to the library soon. But so I'm currently reading this, but I'm also currently reading a book that I have on Summerween for the Pastel Bookshelf. So this is, she started it, but Sean Gilbert. Yeah, so this is about some friends who get invited to a secluded private island in the Caribbean for a bachelorette party. An old friend of theirs from school, like grade school, high school, and they hadn't seen or talked to in a long time, and so she's invited them to do this bachelorette party. It's set in like a British. They're from England, so they would call their bachelorette party a hen party. And so they think they're gonna, and she's invited them to be bridesmaids. And they haven't seen each other in like 10, 20 years, I think. So it's going to be very interesting. It's a thriller. I think things are going to go wrong on the island, and I hope they get all the free drinks they can and get some sand between their toes before they have to probably start running for their life. I don't know. But that's that one. So that would fit for Carly's Summerween too. It's got pastel, pink. I consider pink pastel. Whatever. I don't know where to sit these. This is going to be a problem. Okay, so the first square is a pastel cover, which I just, but I also have on hold at the library Fabulous Bodies by Chuck Tingle. I've read the last 2 years, his new book that came out over the last year and the last year before. His first one I read of his was Bury Your Gaze, and I've really liked his writing ever since. So, but also I have, which I started reading yesterday, that's in this is Killer Summer. It's on Kindle Unlimited. And just a side note, I haven't I've had Kindle Unlimited before. I did a trial, and because I wasn't reading that many ebooks, I didn't keep it. But I have the app, so I can buy books on Amazon and read them. If I buy a digital book, I can read them. Plus, buying stuff on Amazon, sometimes I get digital credits, so I can buy digital things, which would be ebooks, would be one thing. So I bought this book, The Killer Summer, by, my phone's right there, but I'll have a picture up here. It's a slasher. It would fit under the summer slasher too, but this is a short. It's like 200 and something pages, and it's going really well. I'm liking it. It's set in the 90s, and it's basically a slasher. It reminds me of the 80s, but it's set in the 90s. Anywho, and the next one is Carnival or Fair setting, and I have the one I'm going to read for that is Summer Fun Massacre. I think it's the Summer Fun Massacre. I have it on. I'm getting it from the library, so it's ready to pick up. I'll be picking that up Thursday. And being this is a month-long read-a-thon, I probably can get through a few more books than I did on Gabby Reads, just because I mainly read at night anyway. But I have a few I looked up that would be good for this one, and they sound really good. So there was the one I'm reading is the Summer Fun Massacre, but there's also Carnival Kills. That's on Kindle Unlimited. Oh, I got sidetracked. I was telling you about Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, I got a deal on Kindle Unlimited for 2 months. They were giving me a deal for 99 cents, so I couldn't pass it up. So I paid 99 cents for the 2 months, and if I don't end it after the 2 months is up, it's like at the beginning of September, I have to pay the regular, I think it's like $12. I can't remember. It's $12 a month or something like that. But I thought, well, Summerween's coming. They might have lots of books on there I want to try and read. So 2 months at 99 cents for Kindle Unlimited. I said, yeah. So anyway, so Carnival Kills is Kindle Unlimited. And I think, what else? No, that one wasn't. Then there's the Cotton Candy Massacre. So a lot of these I got off Kindle Unlimited. I was looking up books. So the Cotton Candy Massacre, I can't tell you what it is right now because I don't have these books, that book. But there'll be a picture, obviously, right there. And then the one I do have, I thought it's also about like a carnival. It's Stephen King. It's Joyland. So I do have that one, but I don't know if I'll get that. And this is 283 pages, so it's not that long. And then Wonderland by Jennifer Hillier. I already read that one. I really enjoyed it. And her new one that's coming out, Heart of Glass, it's going, the story's going to be returning to Wonderland, this amusement park. It's just outside, it's supposed to be just outside like Seattle, Washington, a little bit. And so that's gonna, I can't wait for that one to come out. That one is coming out, is it this month or later? I can't remember. But anyway, so that's the new Jennifer Hillier is Heart of Glass, which that is at an amusement park too, so that would work for this. And then there's The Island, which I have it on audio through the Libby app. That is about, obviously, an amusement park. And then there's Ride or Die, which I didn't know really a lot about this. Some other booktuber had this one listed, and I have it on loan. I'm getting it on loan from the library, and I think it's in like a elementary level book. I can't remember, but I can't remember who wrote it either. But anyway, so I don't know if I'm gonna want to read that one just because it's usually not. I mean, I'll read YA, but like elementary school is getting into, like, I'm not usually into that. So we'll see what that's like when I get it. And then, like I said, Heart of Glass, Jennifer Hillier. And then there was one I found on Kindle Unlimited. It's called Script to Scream. So what I can remember about this one is there's an actress who, I don't know if she was in horror movies or what. Anyway, back in the day, she was, you know, at the height of her acting, and this person, I think it's a young guy, wants to write a horror film, and so they want to recreate this this horror film at this amusement or fair or carnival or whatever it is, and he wants this lady to be the actor in it, and it's I think it's like a slasher type movie he's making. Anyway, so that's on Kindle Unlimited. And then we get to, now we're into the haunted houses. I'm not really a big haunted house fan, so I don't read a lot of those, but I did read one I put on here. It was a haunted store. It's Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. I really like that one. I really want to get a copy of that book too, because it's so interesting. It's like a store catalog, and the store is supposed to be like IKEA, that type of store. But the one I have on here also is that I want to read for this prompt is Grady Hendrix's How to Sell a Haunted House. I have it on hold on the Libby app as an ebook, but I also have it on hold at the library for the physical book, because I don't know which one I want to read. But there's also the ones I looked up that could have been possibilities was The Haunting of Hill House. That's an older story. I think it was written in the 50s. I've heard about that from other booktubers over the last few years that I've been watching BookTube, and that sounds really interesting. Maybe less scary because it was written in the 50s. I don't know, honestly. There's The Shining, which I do have a copy of that, and I haven't read yet. But that's Stephen King's The Shining. It's a chunky book, so obviously I don't think I'm going to be getting to this one for this read-a-thon, but yeah, that's that version. Because it's that thick, and the writing's kind of not that big. Well, it's a small book, so I mean, the writing's not going to be that big. It is 683 pages. Not getting that. I'm not getting to this one for this year's Summerween. But, so yeah, that's my second Stephen King I have on the list. Anyway, so those are some possibilities that could be for this haunted house one too. And then the summer setting, I have, where did I put that on there? I did not. Yeah, I did. Okay. So for a summer setting, I have, the one I'm going to read is Summer House. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and it's a James Patterson. I've been wanting to read some more James Patterson. I just haven't read any in a while, and I'm so behind on his work. I have some series I've started with him, and I'm way behind. But I just wanted to read some, and I usually read some James Patterson and John Grisham and Stephen King during the summertime. So this one obviously is in the summer setting because it says Summer House, and like I said, it's on Kindle Unlimited. So while I have my membership for the couple of months, I can read it for free. Yay. There's also, which sounded really good to me, was The Girl in the Lake. That was a Kindle Unlimited, and I think that's a detective series. Couldn't tell you who right now because I didn't write that down. There's also, I've started this a couple of times. Last year I was reading it for a Big Book Summer Challenge, and I didn't get through it, and I had the audio. But it's It by Stephen King, the classic. I've seen the movie. Well, he had the miniseries movie on TV in the 90s, and then they just redid in the, I don't know, a few years back, they did, with the kids, they did the 2-part movie series. I really liked them both. This is the cover, that's the TV miniseries that was on TV. That's Tim Curry plays the clown. Yeah, so I've seen those movies like a bunch of times, and I haven't got through. Of course, it's tiny writing, and it's a really big book. But if I can get to this summer, finish reading this one, because like I said, I have the audio on hold through the Libby app too. So, but this is it's bigger than the Stephen King's ones I just showed you put together. Yeah, it's big. It's well into the chunky book. It's 1,093 pages. No joke. Yeah, I got like halfway almost. Well, not quite, because it's 489. Page 489. But I would like to finish it. So that's a good one for a summer setting, because if you don't know, that's the reason I don't like clowns. Probably some other reasons. This is the clowns are I don't like clowns. They're creepy. This is kind of set in the summer. The kids, they get out of school for the summer. The one kid, his brother had went missing, and then there's this creepy monster clown that just appears, and he gets kids and drags them down in the sewer. But and he carries red balloons. If you see a clown with a red balloon standing on the street, don't ask why. Just go. Just keep going. Just keep going. And they do have the new. It's Return to Derry. It's on. Is it on HBO or Hulu? I can't remember. It's on one of the TV apps that I have. But I started watching it, and it was kind of creepy. So I kind of don't want to watch it at night. But anyway. So there's that one. And then I have also some James Pattersons that are a summer setting, which would be The Lifeguard. Yeah. This, I don't even know what they're about anymore. And then the next one is Beach House. I've had these for quite a while too. This is Beach House. So summer theme. And the other summer setting one. Summer setting. Yeah, I'm not able to say that properly. Beach Road, another James Patterson. So he has a few beachy ones. And those are all the physical books that I have. Excuse me. Okie dokie. So that is the summer setting. And then we have the last one that I've came up with books is Summer Slasher, which I have quite a few I found. And there are quite a few more that I want to read too. I'm a big fan of summer slashers, or just slashers. The movies, like I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Scream, and I mean, just I'm a fan. So the first one I have that I'm going to make a priority is Slasher Summer. I'm getting that from the library, and the next few I have in my Kindle Unlimited cart library. This one I've been wanting to read for a while. I've been seeing it. I almost bought it off Amazon, but I didn't. Good thing I didn't. I might get to read it for free. Camp 1985. It's #1 in the Slasherverse series. That one looks really fun. So it's like a retro camp slasher. It's giving me the vibes of Friday the 13th. So, and the next one there is Summer Camp for Slasher Victims. It's a #1 in a series. I think there's only 2. So this Kindle Unlimited also. Blood in the Water is the second one in the Slasherverse series on Kindle Unlimited. And then there is Static Snow, which is the third one in the Slasherverse series. I think there's only 3 right now in the Slasherverse. Also Kindle Unlimited. And then there is one I came across called Creed Falls Massacre. Also is obviously a slasher. It's on Kindle Unlimited. But yeah, so that one looked interesting. Then it's the #2 in the Slasher Victims series. This is Prom Night for Slasher Victims. So I got the vibes of, there's the movie Prom Night, so it's probably like around that type of slasher high school thingy, I think. Oh yeah, okay. And the next one I have, this is on Kindle Unlimited. It's Blood Night A brutal 1980s small town slasher horror. Yes, that's the title. Google it on you can Google it. And then there is this one I put on here. It's not free to read on Kindle Unlimited, but you can get it through there. You can buy it. You can buy the I don't know if you can buy the ebook or you can buy the book. But it's Tastes Like Candy 2, Viciously Sweet. So I read probably a few months ago. I read Tastes Like Candy, the first one. I really liked it. I had some problem. I didn't give it a 5. I don't know what I gave it. Maybe a 4. I don't give like half stars because I'm just I'm weird like that. I just want to do a whole star and get it over with. So it could have been a 3 or 4. I don't remember. But I had a problem with the prologue, which was like 30 pages long. I'm not joking because I counted. I personally believe prologue should only be like 2 pages max. But I didn't understand why. Anyway, that was my problem. Wasn't the writer. The writer wrote it the way she wanted it. But yeah, and then there was, it was a little slow getting going. But once it did, it was a fun ride. And that was Tastes Like Candy. So the second one on here, I want to read it. I don't know where I'm going to get it because I don't think my library has it. Tastes Like Candy 2. And then the last one I have on here is the first one in this series, which I've read. There's 3 out. The 4th one's coming out. I think it was in August or October. I think October. But it's Clown in a Cornfield, number 1. So there's 1 through 3. Clown in a Cornfield. I've read them all. And so I was excited to hear that there's going to be a number 4, Clown in the Cornfield. So, and I'm kind of curious to know which way that's going to go because 1 and 2 were kind of in the same town, but then 3 went away from that town. And so now I'm like, 4, are we coming back to town or is it going to be somewhere else? Anyway, so that's that. So that's the books I have for... And I told you the one I'm going to read is the Slasher Summer for the Summer Slasher. It's kind of backwards. But yeah, so there's also Read Outside, A Free Space, Read Until Midnight, and Make a Spooky Treat. I can make a bad batch of, bad as in good, of chocolate chip cookies. I'm just saying. I'm really good at that. I've had compliments. Not to boost my ego, but yeah. So I might make some of those. I don't know. If I do, I'll film it. But yeah, so this is a month long, and I think I listed a few books with possibilities that might interest you if the ones I'm reading are not. And so there is 5 books technically I want to get to on the list. So this is the Summerween, the second Summerween. It's by Carly at the Pastel Bookshelf. First one I did was Gabby at Gabby Reads, and yeah, I have a list of my July TBR, so my TBRs for this summer have gone feral. I've gone out of the box. I have 3 or 4 TBRs for June, July, Summerween. I have a stash of Minnie. I left Minnie in here. Okay, so that means we should wrap it up. I hope you can't hear her. I don't know what she's barking at. Minnie Sue. Shh. Okay. So yeah, so that's it. That's what I'm participating in Summerween by Carly at the Pastel Bookshelf. Like I said, I'll link her thing down below. And I hopefully can get to those books. There's 5 books mainly I want to try and get to. That's the one I'm reading right now. Anyway, so have a good rest of your week. I will try to be back here like after run errands on Thursday. So maybe Friday, because Saturday is football, soccer game, I think, again, Saturday and Sunday. Anyway, Minnie's going crazy. Have a good rest of your day.